This is a great question. Odell Beckham Jr. getting frustrated by his lack of use. Who could have seen that coming? Baker Mayfield says he needs to force feed him the ball. Is this a wise strategy, or does that just clue in the defense?
Well, it certainly clues in the defense, but it should. I remember playing with Jerry Rice for years, Tony, and we had a certain section of the playbook, the play sheet, and it was Jerry Rice. It was titled Jerry Rice and how all these plays, and it's like we knew, and Jerry was right. If you don't throw me the ball, we're going to lose. And so Odell can really, I think, has the talent to say the same thing. Throw me the ball and we'll win. And so everybody knows it, but you know how to figure out ways to get it to him. That's the challenge for Freddie Kitchens and also for Baker. So in many ways, Jerry was on a much better team, and that's the problem. Odell's picked some teams that aren't getting him the ball because they're not that good. But yes, they do need to get him the ball and keep him happy. But please, Odell, hang in there. Be a leader. Don't freak out. Don't blow up. Let this play out. Because that would be the end of the Cleveland Browns this season if Odell went crazy.
Baker's obviously struggled. The big story coming out of the game on Sunday was that he shaved 3 times, including that handlebar mustache that he has. He said it's a good luck charm. He doesn't deserve to wear it anymore. Did you ever link your play, good or bad, to the facial hair that you had?
No, never. Did that. But hey, look, as athletes, we all have superstitions. My coach George Seifert was the ultimate. It got so bad that he couldn't step on the 49er emblem at the practice field, and we would try to distract him and try to talk to him and try to lure him so he could actually step on the and he would freak out. But he every time we'd be in the middle of a conversation and out of nowhere he would just instinctively know I'm about to set on the emblem. I got to move around. He would stop and go around it, and he had to blow in his lifesavers 3 times, blow in his socks. He had everything going, and we would always try to make fun of him and have him stop it. But all athletes are that way, and I make fun of George because I don't want to make fun of myself. I used to, in college, my girlfriend painted my toenails the color of the team we just beat, and that was supposed to bring good luck. So we'll go to no ends, but I would not use the facial hair as the signal, because all of us watch and go, what are you doing? Because they end up with the mustache. That was the worst case scenario, right?
I would like to pursue the painting of the toenails, but I'm going to go back to the script. Cam Newton.
I knew you'd like that one.
Cam Newton was a great player, MVP of the league, went to the Super Bowl. His career at the moment appears to be at a crossroads. What advice would you give him right now?
Stay humble, and get healthy. Cam has some mileage left, but he's going to have to fit in a system. He can't demand that the whole organization, and he didn't demand it, but his just persona and his talent demanded that the whole organization kind of made space for all that Cam is and was. And I think if he's going to go forward, he needs to just shrink the expectations down, but yet still be a force, be a physical force, and fit in somewhere, if it's not Carolina, that says, look, you don't have to change everything for me. You don't have to, upset everybody in the organization for me. I will fit in. I'll run this great, pistol. The game is set for him right now. It's come to him in many ways. Just make sure that you don't get in the way of it and allow yourself to finish your career. There's still some great things he can do.
Steve, the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers, that offense, it seemed to be clicking. Then they lay an egg against the Chargers. How do you explain something like that happening?
Frank, I don't know if you saw the pass protection and the defensive line for the Chargers. It was like that's every quarterback's kryptonite, even the most mobile guys. You get Gilbert Brown for the Packers in your face, and I can't see, and then here comes Reggie White, and it's like, you know what? Just run for the car out the tunnel. There's very little to get done, and that's what happened to Aaron Rodgers. So if the San Diego Chargers 4-man rush, not 5, but 4, can do that kind of damage the rest of the season, they can be as dominant as the 49ers. And why are the 49ers 8-0? Yeah, there's some good play around, there's no question, but those 4 guys are bringing the heat like no one else, and that is the differentiator in the pass-happy NFL today.
So we'll get you out of here on this, and it involves the Chargers, but it also involves the Raiders, who are their opponent tonight. Last year, Jon Gruden was accused of being over the hill as a play caller. Is he doing something different this year, or were those critics simply getting it wrong?
Oh, critics never get it wrong, Tony. You know that. It's like, well, how could that be? Look, John is not, he's not Sean McVay. He's not going to do a lot of crazy motions and really expansive. He is deep down inside of him, he's Newt Rockne. Like, he's Vince Lombardi. He wants to run the football. He wants to play action, and then he wants to, obviously throw the football afterwards. And that's what he's doing. His play calling right now is fitting his personality, and the running game is following up with the goods. And that's why they're 4-4. And you think this is a disastrous season? They still have something to get done. So in many ways, I think this team is becoming more like who Jon really is, and that is a foundational run first, pass second, be expansive. But that running game is key.
Thank you so much, Steve. As always, it's our great treat every week. Thank you.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app, and for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.